Welcome to the ATM, Abidon Stadium in the heart of downtown Atlanta, home to the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Ramblin' Wreck ready to roll here today. And the Yellow Jackets will kick this deep to start us off. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Oklahoma State's offense will be the first up today. And here comes that star wide receiver, certainly one of the focal points of the offense, one of the best in college football. He has that kind of, I'm him aura. I'm the best player on the field.
The field? But this guy crawled out of the bed, thought he was the best. He's confident, but he carries it as a guide for his team. It gives them confidence because they know that when he's great, they have a chance to win every game.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Running out of time in the pocket. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. And the Cowboys will send their punt team onto the field. And the returner will be brought down. So the Yellow Jackets offense out there for their first possession. And here we go, Kirk, this matchup on the edge that's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle. 2 extremely gifted athletes competing on every snap. Better get your popcorn ready.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Gets past the tackler into open space now. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. The Yellow Jackets come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it on first down. Pass complete on a crosser. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. First down here for this offense.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Second down after that run on the previous play. Makes a quick catch. That's a strong stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Yellow Jackets lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. Got space, looking to score. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab behind the line. It's Washington. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
The completion sets up a second down play. Takes the ball and heads to the left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. To throw, it's Banks. And he's got his man open downfield. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. The Cowboys are looking to keep this drive going. They're going to run it here. Breaking free at the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Got him. He's sacked.
This is good pressure by the defense, and it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
The sack on first down. It's 2nd down. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
A lot of timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Bringing pressure. And the junior able to get home with the sack. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. This will be a 35-yard attempt. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Pitches to the back. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time. They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's swarmed by the defense. The Yellow Jackets come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Ball handed to the running back. Change of direction. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return there, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47. Offense operating from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. He's running out of time here. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. There's the handoff. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Caught on the outside. It's Washington. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Now Now they'll run a draw play. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. And he's got it. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. And the Yellow Jackets will crank up the tempo.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
That's a solid game to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. They've completed the first quarter, and their run game has dominated.
Oklahoma State 10, Georgia Tech 7.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Movement here from the tight end. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Here's the second down play.
Second down.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Extending the play now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The Yellow Jackets will line up on 1st and 10. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up, and sometimes you can get sacked.
He'll take a deep shot here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can.
Looking for a deep completion. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown, Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Looking to throw. It's Banks. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. It's a big pickup after the catch, and more importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Some positive signs in the last drive. They moved the ball, but eventually stalled, came up empty. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch, and the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught quickly. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Looking to throw it deep. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Georgia Tech. No chance to catch him. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
Well, this isn't something this defense sees very often, is a fullback sliding out of the backfield to catch a football. They don't practice this very often.
Play action fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Oh, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Quarterback keeps the football. Gets the first and still running. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. The Yellow Jackets will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. And the Yellow Jackets were first and 10 here. Looking to pass this time. And they heave it deep downfield. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver, what I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. On third down, he drops to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. And the Cowboys bring their punt team onto the field. Bringing it back, it's Alexander. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The tight end has got it. Oh, and he's ruled down right there. They lose yardage on that play. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he drops back in the gun. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Offense facing second and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. I know the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. We'll see what the offense dials up here on third and goal. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And here's the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to pass. It's Banks. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. A new set of downs after that completion. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. And looking to throw now on first down. The pass rush closing in. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Cowboys will kick it off to begin the second half. fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they were going to come in.
And looking for a big play here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. And the Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
It's 1st and 10, Georgia Tech.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Yellow Jackets come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
And the Yellow Jackets looking to cash in this red zone trip. And they'll give it to the back. Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And this one is getting ugly. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. And there's the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Big play in enemy territory, all the way to the 41-yard line.
Gain of 22. Good enough for 1st down.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short game.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He just came flying in to lay the lumber immediately.
What a great job of timing up the blitz here by the backer. I don't know how this running back held on to the football, because as soon as he got his hands on it, he got hit hard.
He's got it. Enough for a first down. Touchdown, Cowboys. It was a foot race and he won it. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Gives it to the back. They'll tackle him at the 27. The Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Out the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Incomplete. Almost had his second interception of the game. It's going to bring up a third down play. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Running back with the football. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. The Yellow Jackets pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaking through defenders. An explosive play. They finally get him down, but the offense very near to the red zone.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Testing the right side here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Yellow Jackets trying to cash in here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The defense able to stop him at the 2.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. Wideouts now clustered. A handoff from the shotgun. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. And it's been an old-school ground game duel. These running backs have been putting on a show so far today. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Scanning the field. It's Banks. He'll try a pass here. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And the gain just good enough for a first down. And the Cowboys come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
First down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And this pass is caught.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. Quick throw to the left, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there, had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route, just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. He's got it, a 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going. The Cowboys are in the red zone now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Banks. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
Intercepted in the end zone. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today. Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control. We can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. The back's got to run a pitch. Got a lane. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone. The Yellow Jackets looking to run some tempo here. 1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back, it's Banks. Lets it go quickly. And the pass is dropped incomplete, but it had a huge gain. Took his stays high off the ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. He'll hand it off. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? We'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Yellow Jackets are going to cash in this red zone trip. The back's got it. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Send the back in motion. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. And the runner takes off to his right. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Gutsy call here by this offensive coordinator to keep it on the ground on this 3rd down. But he picks up the first with good hard running from the back.
And the Yellow Jackets looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Applying for the touchdown on the right side. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Georgia Tech, 56. Oklahoma State.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. That's caught. It's Washington.
Boy, Chris, great.
First down.
Quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He bought some time, now lets it go. The ball is caught. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. 1st down here, time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And the junior gets home making a sack there.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner being brought down. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, what a move. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. That run good for a first down. The offense still rolling. He finds the running back in the flat. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Looks right for a quick completion. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Yellow Jackets line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Tailback takes the handoff again. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Offense in hurry-up mode. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.